Welcome everybody, it's Mr. B here with my guide to surviving the first 7 days in the forest, and we're currently on day 4. We have survival goals for the first 7 days and we're going to go through them one by one. Now we do have plenty of food, we don't have plenty of water though. We do have plenty of soda and we do have plenty of water collectors, however it hasn't rained and therefore we don't have plenty of water. Sodas do put weight on you when you actually drink them, so we're reluctant to actually keep drinking them. Now we don't have a good strong defensive settlement at the moment. We do have defensive walls, but they are not very strong because we haven't reinforced them as yet. We're not able to defend ourselves and absorb attacks, or at least we've not been able to prove that as yet. We do have lizard armor, but we don't have any really good weapons for us to be able to defend ourselves. So once we prove that, we will check that one off. We haven't explored the surrounding area at the moment, and we're not prepared to explore the island at the moment either. And we don't quite yet have somewhere to call home. We will do shortly. Within the first 7 days we will have that, but not quite yet. So on day 4, we've ticked off 2 of those, and we've got the rest to complete. Now here are our survival goals for today, for day 4. We want to build a log sled because we're actually going to do some work within the defensive walls in our little bit of a base. So we'll need a log sled to transport logs. We're going to replace the plain stairs. You will see why when we actually come into the game, but they are glitched. We want to build a lookout tower because we have the defensive walls, but we can't see over them, so we can't really defend them. So we need a lookout tower in order to be able to do that. And finally, we want to reinforce those defensive walls because they're not strong enough and they certainly won't stand up to many attacks from cannibals or any from mutants. So let's go over the general survival tips for the forest. Now we need to look after our health. Something I don't do often enough is consult the survival book and check out my stats in there. Make sure our weight was between 200 and 205 pounds. That's our goal for that. Make sure that your sanity, your athleticism and your strength are at acceptable numbers, and make sure that you don't need aloe to heal. And that brings us on to healing yourself regularly. Make sure you've got meds on you, whether that be meds from the plane or meds that you find about or meds that you've crafted with herbs. Make sure you've always got maximum health because when you come into contact with cannibals, it can be too late to start suddenly healing yourself. Healing takes a bit of time to happen. It doesn't happen immediately. Now kill animals whenever you can because we need their skins and we need their meat in order to continue to survive. So that's very important. Gather sticks, stones and herbs whenever you can as well. Sticks are the most important resource in the forest. You need them for many, many things. Herbs, obviously, as we've just discussed, are good for your health and your energy. Collect resources whenever you can, whether that's alcohol, watches, coins, whatever it is you have lying about. Make sure that you can collect as much of them as you can. Always listen, especially when you're making noise, because the cannibals tend to come up behind you. They will tend to laugh or make other types of noises, so make sure you're always listening, particularly when chopping trees, because that is a lot of noise that you're making. And always don't go hungry and don't go thirsty, particularly before you go to bed at night. Very important, don't go to bed on an empty stomach, whether that's food or water. And here we are back in the game, day 4 in our little base. As you can see, the stairs are a bit glitched. We'll come to that in a minute. Let's gather everything on the plane. Eat the food there, gather the meds and all the sodas. Remember, these spawn every time you load the game. So it's not an infinite supply, but you know, it's a handy supply. If we store the meds, we can always pick them up again when we need to. Obviously get too much alcohol. Let's go and build a Molotov. If you've got too many alcohol and there's one to pick up, just build a Molotov. That way it frees up empty alcohol. Now this is one of the problems we've had. We keep falling down these stairs. There's a gap there. They're actually glitched badly. So it's time to get rid of them. Now let's build a platform here, and we'll put stairs up to that. Much easier. Now we want to get rid of any tree stumps that are really close to the base. And here we go, we need to build a log sled. That's one of our goals for today. We're going to need that to transport all the logs into the actual base itself for things like that tower and the stairs that we're going to build as well. The tower, as I said earlier, was actually in our goal, so we're going to build a tower in order to be able to see over the walls. Now today's going to be a day where we gather lots of logs, lots of sticks and lots of stones. So this isn't going to be a long video today, because there's no point in me showing you how to cut down trees. Okay, there's a little bit easy to show you. Oh! And we've got a birdie. Oh, another bird. Fantastic. Feathers, always really important in the forest for building arrows. So yeah, as I was saying, sometimes it is a little bit important for me to show you me knocking trees down. You can see what I'm doing. Need to get rid of this stump as well. Again, it's too close to the base walls. Now, the reason you want to get rid of these is because if they regrow, it's going to actually stop you being able to see properly over the walls, because the cannibals will be able to hide easier in the sort of trees and the leaves and the branches, etc. that cover the tree itself. So it's just for you to be able to see. Whoa, what a shot! That was a fantastic shot with the stone axe as well. We only got a couple of feathers, right enough, but still. So let's get these logs back into the base so we can get that platform built, and then we can get the stairs up to them built as well, and we can finally get into the plane without having to jump all over the place. Now let's build some custom stairs up to it. Now the glitch happened, I think, because they patched the game. It's happened before, where patches have actually broke stairs that I've had placed in the game. Stairs are really glitched in the game, custom stairs. As are log sleds. You've spent any time in the forest with log sleds, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, lizard, armour. Whoa, lizard just knocked the log sled over. Round and round the garden, like a teddy bear. One step, two step, and a spear in the back. More armour. Lizards are basically walking armour. That's the way I look at them. There we go, glitched log sled. Happens all the time. They just end up in the most bizarre places. Now we need to finish the stairs off that we've built up to the plane, so more chopping. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Oh, bird! Feathers! Too much meat. Work all night and... Oh, okay. That was Mr. B's entry for Eurovision. Ah, hey! We have a log sled on its side. These log sleds, they... I'm not even going to talk about it anymore, it's just so annoying. Got this spare log. Just drop it near the base so you can run out and get it when you need to. We've not been visited by any cannibals as yet, which is good. I don't want to jinx it, but it's a good thing. That's why I put these logs in the log holder, because we're going to build a platform shortly that we're going to use. Kind of defensive tower, and we're going to build it right here. So I need to get rid of this bench. I need to get rid of this shelter as well. We're going to need to build another one of these, because we can't sleep and save the game otherwise. Nothing needing repaired. Fantastic. We did that without damaging anything else. We're just going to build a platform here. I want to put it between the stairs and the rabbit cages. And I also want it to overlap a little bit with the top of the plane, so that if we have to, we can jump from the tower onto the back of the plane. And vice versa. That looks good, actually. Time to get some more loggies. Do a bit more lumberjacking. Now remember, trees fall in the direction you're facing when you're chopping them. Try not to let the trees fall on your log sled as well, because the log sled tends to ping up in the air. We've got a good number of logs here. Let's see if we've got enough to build this platform. I don't think we do. A few short. One more. Yay! Now we need to get up to the platform, obviously. So let's build some rope, which is 7 cloth. And then we need to build a climbing rope, attach it to the anchor point. Bang, there we go. We also need to build that shelter again that we knocked down. Otherwise, as I said, we won't be able to sleep and save the game. And when you're building things on the plane, they usually sort of sit at weird angles. It's very difficult to fit things in the plane. But as long as they're functional, as long as you can access them, as long as you can... See, we can access the sleep part and the save game part, that's fine. Then we need to build the bench again to regain energy. So we sit on that, we regain our energy. Very important, particularly in the middle of a battle and you're running low on energy, you can quickly sit down and get all your energy back. Now I want to move the stone holder out the way because we need to get to a log holder at the back of it. So I'm going to build another one. And then I'm going to transfer all of the rocks from it to the new one. There we go. And build a bigger one. So, yeah. Use R. R lets you build a bigger version for stick baskets, rock holders, and log holders. So we're just going to transfer all these rocks over here. And then we're going to use the spear, and we're going to knock down this log holder. As I've said before, if you want to precisely damage something, use the spear. If you use a plane axe, for example, you'll be swinging a right roundabout, and you'll be damaging other things near it. And in order to reinforce the walls that we've built, the defensive walls, we need to put the reinforcements there. Now these need a lot of rocks and need a lot of sticks in order to build them. But they do increase the strength of the defensive walls. See this little gap here as well? Cannibals can't get through it. I just like to build a little wall there. I don't know what it is. I just prefer to do it that way. I think it's so that they can't see me. They can't see through the stone wall. It just makes me feel better. It's not a game thing. Probably don't need it. You don't want to build yours, that's cool, but I like it. So make sure you always stay full for liquid and for food. And remember, the resources spawn back on the plane every time you load the game. So it's a case of gathering lots of sticks and lots of rocks just now in order to build the reinforcements to the walls. That will help us defend against cannibal attacks, but mainly mutant attacks. The cannibals can damage defensive walls, don't get me wrong. Don't think that you're behind some walls and that's it. Cannibals are not going to be able to get to you. They will. They will consistently damage the walls. That's why we've got the defensive tower there, so that we can see over the walls. But mutants will be able to take these walls down fairly quickly without reinforcements. Particularly the Armsy, which just loves to swing the arms around and damage, do a lot of damage. You've got other mutants such as cowmen, but they tend to run at you. They could also run at the walls themselves. Cause an awful lot of damage. So that's why we're doing this. So we've built the reinforcements right round the whole base. We're even working at night to try and get it complete. But it's a big job. And I don't think we're going to be able to complete it. The rocks that are needed is a huge number of rocks. So we've got 92 there we need. And now we're going to put them at the other side of the base, so it's going to increase the number of rocks that we need. We're at 137. 152. Let's see what the last one adds up to. It's 176 rocks. Plus we're going to build that little gap there, fill it in. Should only be about 3 or 5 rocks for that. That just makes Mr. B feel more secure, more than anything else. So lots of gathering of sticks. Sticks, the most important resource in the game. It's used for everything nearly. And remember, these reinforcements don't actually do anything until they're complete. So we've completed adding the blueprints for the reinforcements for the defensive walls. And we've actually completed some of the reinforcements as well. So let's have a look at all of the goals that we had for day 4 and see where we are. So we completed almost all of our day 4 survival goals. We did build a log sled. We did replace the plain stairs because they were glitched. We did build a lookout tower. And we started building the reinforcements to defensive walls. We built all the blueprints for them, and we built some of them, but we haven't built them all. So I'm going to end our journey here today. If you liked this video, please click the like button. This encourages me to produce more content for everybody to enjoy. If you subscribe to the channel on YouTube or follow me on Twitch or Twitter, you'll get notifications when I'm next streaming or release a video. So thank you for watching the video today. Your support is very, very much appreciated. And as always, enjoy the forest. And be careful out there.